We see a lot of that. But what we don't see our clients doing when they either build or buy is really the trending and tracking. We come to firms and we say, it's going to take a while for you to see the seasonal flows of processes and peaks. Are you doing that? And almost always we hear no. They don't really have the manpower to do that. They don't have the analysts to do that. We don't really see the notion that people are managing to ideal process costs. So saying, my new account process, if I do these tasks using this technology or not, is going to cost X, and then measuring deviation from that. We really see our correspondent base failing to really take BPM, we think, to what the next level is, which is really using its data to make those important management decisions. So when we work with firms, and again, we've only been really hawking BPM in its current state for about 4 or 5 years. But what we're hearing from some of our users of the product really is a lot of it's kind of idealized. So we like to get the hard data, and we're working on getting that. But ultimately, firms are telling us, there's a notion of idealized headcount. What does that mean? Well, how many people does it take to run a new account staff? They'll tell us 7. We'll say we've seen it done with 4. We'll say Fidelity does it with 327. Really, that gets lost. What firms are finding is that as more of our clients are using this workflow and BPM technology, peer benchmarking becomes, what are my peer firms, what are the other banks that use NF doing? And we can actually look at that data set and tell that story. There's a clear depiction of capacity, not within the department. I have 7 new accounts people, but the sense that I have 7 new accounts people that are doing the work of 5 people in April for the new account review process. So we're actually seeing that language come out. Obviously, management reporting and optics is important, and we're actually seeing firms adopt the way we communicate up about a process. A lot of what you saw today, we see really immaturely done in our firms. So we're trying to increase the articulation of those optics. Top performer retention, training of weaker performers. These are some of the softer benefits that we're seeing our clients talk about when using our product. Career path development. As soon as you can recognize from the data what's difficult to do, what's easier to do, you're better able to segment your operations staff and then create that career path. And obviously cutting some of the waste out, duplicative review processes, focusing resources on higher risk, a lot of the things we heard today. And then the biggest win we find often is that people are saying, I didn't have to cut heads. I realized I had extra capacity in my new accounts group, and they were able to help out in April with retirement distributions, things along those lines. Things people thought they knew before in their gut, but they didn't have the data to actually say, I can support that. So ultimately, we're in the position at NF where we're taking the XTRAC solutions that you guys will hear some about from my colleague Fareed, and really trying to package it up for our firms that, frankly, a lot of them just don't have the sophistication or the maturity level, really, or the resources to implement a full BPM solution. And National Financial's taking that risk to really build a better client base, making our clients smarter by incorporating these technologies. Fareed?
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. So my name is Fareed Saeed. I'm with XTRAC Solutions, product manager for their business process management platform. Why don't we actually pause for a second and talk about a couple of themes that have come up today. I thought it'd be good to hear what the audience thinks about just transparency. Why do we care about transparency on our processes? So let's see if there are any thoughts around that. Anyone? Any thoughts? Why would you care about transparency on your business processes? Let's wait for the mic for a second. Thank you.
Hello. That way you get the business to take the responsibility and ownership of the change.
Great. Yep. You get to know who and really who basically makes the change and also potentially impacts of a change if you've got transparency. Any other thoughts?